fellow Kiss fans, welcome to It's All For You Demons, celebrating the fun of being a Kiss fan. Welcome to the Wax Night Basement, Kiss collecting. If money were no object, what would you do? And I know what you're immediately thinking when I say that, or you read the title. What would you do Kiss collecting if money were no object? Of course, you would buy it all. I would buy it all. We would have John 5 sized collections. The Wax Night Basement would be never ending, and it would be a place of pure enjoyment, kind of like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. It would be glorious. But it's not really what I'm aiming at tonight. The question, what would you do if money were no object? I've often thought about this, and you know, if I woke up tomorrow and money was no object, what would I do for fun? I'd still be a Kiss fan. I'd still be a Kiss collector. What would I do for fun? This is what I would do for fun. I've always been a huge fan of like the history of records, and it all kind of stemmed from a long time ago getting this Ray Conniff record. And for some reason I have a fascination with Ray Conniff. I have a ton of Ray Conniff records. And I'm not gonna lie, I do have a lot of Ray Conniff. Got the TV soundtrack themes, Laverne and Shirley, Happy Days. Actually, I have 2 copies of that. I Will Survive, the disco hit. Got Ray Conniff Sings the 80s. Ray Conniff Sings the Bee Gees. Ray Conniff, I Write the Songs, the Barry Manilow stuff. I mean, I got them all. Look at these. They just go on and on and on and on and on. But my fascination with like personal history and records actually started a long time ago with this Ray Conniff Halloween Hawaiian album. And the reason being is a woman had written on this record, December 4th, 1967, this was a gift along with 3 other records. This was a retirement gift. This was her last day at H&R Mill Supply Company. From friends, this Ray Conniff record. And I thought, how cool is that a woman in 1967, as a going away gift from her job, possibly retirement, somebody bought this Ray Conniff record for her. That's cool. I wonder if she was, you know, gonna retire and maybe go to Hawaii, and maybe they bought her 4 Hawaiian soundtrack records. But this threw me down a rabbit hole of history and albums. So that is what I would do for fun. If money were no object, being a Kiss collector, I would track down people's personal history with Kiss merch, Kiss albums, Kiss fun. I would track them down, interview them, document them, talk to them about their experience with said merch. And what made me think this would be fun to do for Kiss was years and years ago, I bought this Love Gun record, and inside this record were these posters from Teen Beat, and it made me really want to know, like, who had these posters on their wall, and for whatever reason decided to stick them inside their Love Gun record. Were they done being Kiss fans, or did they just get more posters and needed more room? And so these posters had to come down, and what better place to store them than their Love Gun record. On to the original's second pressing. How fun would it be to track down Jeff and find out why he labeled his albums Hotter Than Hell. There's Jeff's little signature right there. And Dressed to Kill. Why did he label these? What did Jeff do with those outer sleeve covers? My gut's telling me that Jeff probably hung them on his wall. Now, Jeff may have taken these records to elementary school to play in music class. Remember music class in elementary school? You could bring a record in and play it. Everyone got to play one song. He may have done that, or Jeff may have gone to a sleepover and wanted to ensure that his second printing of the originals went home with him. I'd love to track down Jeff and find out the answers to these questions. And do you suppose Jeff is the same Jeff that once owned my Gene Simmons Halloween costume box? Again, no name, but I would love to track down the owner and find out why they felt it necessary to name all of the members of KISS: Gene Simmons, Paul Stanley, Eric Carr, and Vinnie Vincent. Were they that confused that the band no longer had makeup on, that they had to name them to keep them straight? These are the mysteries. These are the mysteries. And next up, Alive 2. This album actually belonged to the collection of Bob Zarnicki. Now, Bob felt the need to actually label this album. This album belongs to my collection. Do not touch it. Now, did Bob have a lot of roommates? Was Bob a DJ? Did Bob often get his records stolen? Why did Bob feel the need, even in 1978, to have these labels printed? Maybe he got them for free from a record club. Who knows? But that is fun. And lastly, from a merchandise standpoint, this Peter Criss solo album poster. I often come back to the back of the Wax Night basement and daydream a little KISS back here, and I often find myself staring at this poster and just kind of imagining who owned this poster in 1978, 1979. Was Peter their favorite? Did they own all four? And the way that this poster is folded, you can't really tell on video, but the way this poster is folded, it's folded 4 times. And normally if you were gonna, wrap up a poster, you would just roll it up or fold it twice, once horizontally, once vertically. This is folded 4 times, so it almost appears that it was folded and placed inside an album. So did the owner of this record fold up all of their solo album posters and put them in the prospective solo album? Who knows? But these are fun thoughts to think, and I love this poster. These posters are so amazingly larger than life, and I just kind of lose myself in the art of this poster. It pops far better than it does on the record to me, and just in poster form they are so amazing. And I often look at this poster and I see how many times it's been folded, and my first thought is somebody folded it to put it in an album, and I want to know why. I know that sounds silly, but it's pretty fun. So that is what I would do if money were no object. I would devote my early retirement to KISS collecting and tracking down the owners of merch and albums and talking to them and documenting it and discussing the fun of being a KISS fan and figuring out why they felt the need to write their names or write anything on a record. How old were they when they purchased it? How long were they fans of the band? Are they still fans of the band? And what those pieces meant to them at that time in their life. Who knows? Maybe one day somebody will take this idea, run with it, and try to track down someone named Large Marge and Pee Wee on a Dynasty record. Who knows? It would be fun. Thank you for hanging with me tonight. Thank you for waxing KISS collecting and what we would do had money been no object. Be good to your babies. Spay, neuter, microchip. Summertime, keep them hydrated. Plenty of water. If you want to be a pen pal, details below. I'll send you some Large Marge and Pee Wee swag. Won't send you that Dynasty though. That's staying in the collection. What is she doing? What is